Good day to you friends and followers, my name is Gray Fox and welcome back to Paragon. Now in this episode I'm going to be doing a Sparrow deck build and gameplay, and before I get into that though I want to point out that this is double XP and double reputation for the next week. So starting on July 26th through August 2nd we're going to have double XP and double reputation on all events. Also I want to point out that this is a co-op AI build. I've been doing only that for my build so far because I feel it gives a good indication of how a build's going to work, and it's relatively easy to get through in a relatively short amount of time. So if you want to get the most out of your double, I personally feel like this is a good way. If you're really good at PvP or you have a group for PvP, most definitely go that route, but I don't, and I'm not really a huge fan yet of PvP because I don't feel like I'm up to par. But at any rate, that's what I built these for, and Sparrow is a pretty easy character to use. Some pros and some cons to her. So that being said, let's just go ahead and jump into this deck. This is I call it a DPS deck, but it's mostly built around this crit setup. So I have Adamant Edge here, which is running a 3-2-1, and I've done the 3 into 2 as strikes, and the 1 is health. I use this more toward late game if it kind of drags out a little bit because it gives a little more mitigation. I run the Blade of Agora because of the 50% crit bonus, and the damage associated with it as a 3-2-1. I run 2 Spear of the Rift Hunter, all as 2-2-2s. You can run 3-2-1s or 2-2-2s, it's entirely up to you. I use these two as my damage bases. You're probably wondering why I'm using Thorned Greenweave over using like Fountain Spike. And the main reason there is because it's mitigation. I don't feel like her ability to get hit is really great. Now, you're completely fine with using Fountain Spike in place of this because it does give you the physical damage bonus. And this one does give the same thing, however it gives you mana as opposed to defense. So the only thing you're trading out here is a little bit more defense for a little bit more mana. However, I am not mana heavy with this character, so I feel like this is a very good trade-off. I use Windcarver Blade about mid-game-ish in order to get a little bit more speed on my attacks, primarily after I get this trifecta here set up. So generally I'm going to go for Blade of Agora early, followed by the Spear of the Rift Hunter, and then either go second Spear of the Rift Hunter or go ahead and get speed, then pick up the spear, and then move into one of these, generally this one, and then go into this or this. However, you can backwards this and start with this Thorn Greenweave, move into this attack speed, or go into this Thorn Greenweave, and then start through Adamant Edge and Blade of Agora, and that's actually initially how I built it for DPS, and it does perfectly fine like that. You can deal out truckloads of damage. But I like the crit setup a little bit better because the crits do hit so incredibly hard. And you can start out with high crit, and then you can just bump it toward the end of the game where it kind of trumps the mitigation that the NPCs currently have. So you're in really good shape for that. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and jump in, and I'm going to get a game started, and you'll be able to check this out. Alrighty guys, we found ourselves a match after a very long wait. And even though we were almost last, we still got lucky enough to snag Sparrow, which is excellent. So I went ahead and grabbed my square here because I like to use the rain. We're going to grab our deck. And I'm going to go ahead, instead of starting with the potions like I normally do, I've honestly been starting with my actual cards. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Blade. And I'm going to go ahead and take left lane here because whenever I play a character like Sparrow or Murdoch, I like to take this left lane and kind of hold it off. Generally speaking, a lot of people run right lane, which is what I used to do. And because of that, it seems like there's not as many people taking left lane, and I like to run this way. Luckily, we do have a Steel who's running jungle, so that means we do have somebody that's going to be working on card power for us, which is fantastic. Don't finish early, please. Oh no, I'm pushing this for early, sorry. That's what this character is pretty good at, is pushing a lane by herself. You should be trying to work on that with Sparrow. If you want to match to be over quickly, she is definitely a character for that. We want to keep Fangma out of the pool if we can. Okay, there's Gadget. Here's my number one nemesis in all of this. I hit square there out of habit. Okay, so I've got to worry about these guys being on. I don't know if the tower help us here. Fangman is probably not going to go down yet. Our little guys up here helping us out. Now Gadget, I have to admit, is probably the bane of my existence in this game. I do not do well against Gadget. Fang Mao is pretty much a pushover. I think the guy doesn't want to finish early because of the XP bonus. As long as we drag this out, the more XP there is. My health is taking a beating. This guy's coming along to help out. We're gonna go ahead and move this out. I did not get anything on that Gadget. I'm gonna get an assist though, which is good. Can't really complain though. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Circle because that's a fantastic secondary picking up. I rarely use the R1 on this character. Primarily because I think it's a little bit of a waste of mana. I like to conserve my mana for it. It's good for hiding out heroes, and it's good for just dealing damage to these little buggers. Now I'm going to go ahead and help this guy clear these out, and we got that new Steel Cobalt Blue skin from this last week's event, which is very nice. Hitting level 3 now. I'm going to go right back into Circle. You're probably thinking why Circle over Square, and the reason is because Circle has a nice continuous effect onto it. Square doesn't do any extensive damage. Nothing that's really going to be important or pertinent, whereas Circle is, you know, just better. Steel knows how to play Swift, it seems. It's good to know. Can't get the kill. Not gonna push it. Health is too low. Should have, because I probably could have pushed in there far enough. This is one of those times when R1 would have been useful. I could have knocked him out of his thing there, but that's okay. We've got Richter coming, which is fantastic. Excellent, excellent. Fighting, I'm going to drop this down. We got these little guys on him, we got that guy on him. That's excellent. This guy's getting beat down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and take out this one at the back. I'm going to go ahead and pick up R1. See, this guy's going to head back. My controller got a little weird there for a second. Sorry about that. Alright. Unless we're just holding down R2 anyway. That's pretty much all this character is. And we have Gideon coming, which is a little bit troublesome because Gideon can be a bit of a handful. Okay, Gideon's backing up. I'm going to take this opportunity to go ahead and back up and get ready to bail out. Depending on if Richter comes at me or not. He is, but I think I'm gone. Yeah. Alright, 6 unspent card power, which should be exactly what I need. The Gutblade of Agora is complete, which now means our criticals are going to be very powerful criticals. Gadget and Fang Mao, I would rather be fighting Richter and Gideon. So back to the left lane to push it. I am going to go ahead and point out that I am going to push this left lane this entire match if I can. Meaning I'm not going to jump sides, I'm going to just go ahead and keep to left lane. And I'm going to try to push all the way up to the inhibitor. Oh, this is bad news. Yep, this is bad news. Ooh. I took a beating. It's alright though, just gotta run from this Richter situation that could be developing here. Ooh, Richter's on me pretty good. There we go. Alright, let's pick up our super, our ult, or whatever you'd like to call it. I would like to stay and help with this Gideon, but honestly, one bad move and I'm going to die, and I would prefer to keep myself alive at this point, even if it means running back to the core. So here we go. Now when I level up, I'm probably going to go ahead and go for that first set of critical hits. So right side tower is already down. Fang Mao is getting beaten down over here, which is excellent. He's kind of stuck on this side of this tower as well. He's got an inhibitor in front of him and a tower behind him. So we just pick up that kill pretty easily. Okay, this guy might need some backup right here. try to get between him and these guys is generally how I do that. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my next arrow rain. Just on cooldown. The reason is because now I think it's a good time to do that, and I'm gonna pick up a circle next to it. I really only use R1 when I'm attempting to keep an enemy hero from running and boarding home. I don't really use it as a finisher. I don't feel like it really has the damage potential to be a finisher. I could be entirely wrong though. People probably can tell me, oh, you're an idiot, you don't use it right. That's just how I see it. Pretty easy kill with Richter. He's really easy to get pinned off with Sparrow. Gonna go down and get these orbs. Everything looks excellent here. Make sure that all the orbs are picked up, which it looks like they are. The blue giddy and pick somebody up on that side. Let's grab these orbs. And I'm going to stand right here and head back. Now I could push this tower, but I have 6 card power on me right now. I just leveled up again, so at this level up, I'll pick up that R1. And I am going to go ahead and grab this Spear of the Rift Hunter right here. Put it in the L3 slot. And grab one of these. Now the next level of card power, which will be the 18 marker, I love this card finished off, and we'll be pushing pretty good crit chance. We should be somewhere around 27% crit chance, and every crit will be doing 50% more damage. And then we either have the choice of either bumping the damage up or the crit chance up. So that's more or less the pivotal point right there, is do you want more damage potential, or do you want higher probability of just dealing more damage? And both of which are very viable routes. I'm actually going to take the crit route, because this is more of a crit build right now. I think once you pick up that Blade of Agoro, you really should go the crit route. I don't think you should pick it up and then just go damage. I think it feels like you're kind of wasting the fully upgrade bonus on it. It feels like the points kind of get wasted if you're just sort of letting it hang out there to dry. So now we've got these guys down, and we're going to go ahead and move into this core. There's going to be a group of minions moving toward us, and we're going to go ahead and try to pick these guys off real quick. I generally try to pick up these ones in the back. They're the most annoying. Oh wow, we kind of ran through our blues. That's not good. Come on, little minions. Could use your help right about now. Alright, that one's down. That one's down. Grab these orbs right quick. Cannot stress the importance enough of picking up orbs, because those do make a big difference. Alright, I'm gonna let those guys pretty much end up dying to those little guys. Well, actually, we're gonna do this. We got a Twin Blast moving in. He's level 7, which means that this Twin Blast does have his ult, and he's probably gonna pop it immediately. So always assume that Twin Blast is gonna unload his ult right away. If he doesn't, then it's probably on cooldown. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Circle here, because if I do hit Twin Blast, I want to keep that damage potential as high as possible. Here it comes. Alright, that should be the only take we hit. Only hit we take from him. From here out, it should be pretty simple. To avoid every other shot. He doesn't want to get near the arrow range, so generally he won't get in it. So it should be pretty simple to keep him simply away from me. Blue Steel is having trouble in the middle. Bang Mao's over here with me now. He'll be distracted by these minions. The other minions are still back in the tower, so I'm going to start trying to use my maximum range here to hit Bang Mao, and he's going to run. I'm not sure if I can maybe take Twin Blast into a better position. Let's try using that. Oh, he actually came on through this time. And he's skating. Can't get him, not gonna push it. Let's go ahead and get some damage on this little guy. Ah, it was too far away. Oh wow, I actually pulled him out of it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. And we're gonna clear out this little group. Twin Blast did not go home yet. Interesting. Health is about half, and mana's holding up fine because I don't have any real reason to use it. Fang Mao's on the way back, so we're going to try to keep Fang Mao caught up on these guys as long as possible. Hopefully he diverts his attention back to me, but I don't see that being the case. Here we go. Excellent. Twin Blast is not anywhere near me. Really this. I got Fang Mao too low before I started doing that. Okay, now it's okay, leveled up. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my super or my ult, and I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna head home with this. I'll let Blue Steel hold them off for a little bit. And with this 4 card power, we're gonna finish up our Spirit of the Rift Hunter. Now we have 2 cards complete. We're at 24%. Sorry, I said 27. It's only 24. You notice our damage isn't really high just yet. It's only sitting on a little over 50. But that's completely fine. So now we're going to get up here and help our Blue Steel. He's got Fang Mao pretty well beat down.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Right side's being pushed much harder. But as you can see, I'm not actually pushing this this tower here. I will finish in 15 minutes. Okay. I'm not really sure why people get upset when the game is dragging on. I mean, the way I see it is, you know, you finish quickly and you're able to get into another game, but I don't know, maybe people like it because it doesn't, because the time it takes to actually get another game going, stuff like that. So I don't know. Whatever. I know a lot of people get upset because it's all that. We need our minions. Here they come. This should be a pretty good beat down on this tower. Twin Blast trying to pop his ult and he sees us. Yep. I think that's what we're going to face right here. Now you know. I do know if he walks into arrow ring, this tower's going to change focus pretty quick. We've got this tower under control here. Pop this. I would pop my ult, but I don't think it's really necessary for these guys. He's got Twin Blast. Oh, he's down. Twin Blast, pretty good in range. I've got more HP than he does. But he's got backup coming in. Gadget, which I absolutely despise fighting. Let's see if maybe we can. Oh, speed gated me. That's alright. Oh god. Oof. Okay, well, that hurt. Since they have Gadget on me, I'm gonna go ahead and back out. I don't do well against Gadget, and yeah. Oh, we've already got the core down to 91%. Ironically, the only lane that's not been pushed is the left lane. So we're gonna go ahead and grab the next spear. Go ahead and drop these points into it. Again, when you hit 27 points, this spear will be finished. This guy's gonna finish at 15. He's got about 2 seconds to knock out a third of that life. I wonder how many kills he has. 5. Okay. Our Murdoch also has 5. But he has a death now, doesn't he? He does. I have 4. Didn't know I had 4. Looks like our team's getting kind of rolled up there. Oh, he just killed Richter. Several other people are on death row there. See if he stays alive or not. Got super minions coming along with. I like how he swung at me. Yeah, forced him up to the side. I was thinking, that was a good shot. I don't really care if he kills that guy, to be honest. Not really my problem, I guess. Here we go. Pop my ult. Mow through these guys. Just got absolutely decimated by Richter right there. He's not expecting to get pulled in on that one. What if his smash and grab is on cooldown? I imagine he would head right, pull those guys in. So, well, Fang Mao's gonna come to him. Oh, he's got no HP, okay. don't you just head home then? Long death right here. Nowhere near card power, so there's no point even opening that window. Oh, he wanted the guaranteed kill, I think. Yeah. He was aiming for that. Guaranteed kill. 7-0. Alright, Grimm's 9-2. That's pretty nice.
Enemy tower destroyed.
Yeah, the left towers are down now. They're going for that inhibitor, I'm sure. A little bit of running left to do here before I even get near the action. Probably by the time I get there, I'll end up with 4 card points as well. The main thing is I want to hang near these super minions because they're going to provide some really good cover for me. And in general, I think Sparrow does really well when she has something running on the front line like these supers. Is he heading home now? He is. I don't want to shoot this core even if I don't take it down at all. Oh no. He's getting on me, it seems. Don't see him yet. He's concerned. Yeah, I got a bunch of super minions around me right now. It's fantastic. Go ahead and put this down. Thank you for getting on that. Leave. Didn't kill him. Hey, get away from me. And it looks like we have to split. Let's go ahead and keep this split. Alright then. Easy enough. And that was a pretty quick game. So as you can see here, the build did fine. 5-1, which is, you know, pretty good. Would have pushed a little bit further had the game lasted a little bit longer, which that was a very quick game overall. If this goes a little bit further, just finish out the crit card that I was working on, and then just into damage. One of the green weaves probably would have gone with the 3s, to be entirely honest, just because that's a lot of damage, and generally the games do drag out long enough for that to be worthwhile. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a chest out of this, which is 544 rep. I hate the chests. I swear these chests don't give anything worthwhile. I'm not sure why he said low rep and all, because it just gave me 4,000, but whatever. So I think the double XP event's about to start. I don't think it's actually started yet. Well, 1350 of that doesn't really count. Oh, 1350 special event. So yeah, it's already there. So neat. So that means that's 4,200 XP on that. 1350 can come off, which gives us right around a little under 3,000, which is fine. I mean, that seems like a pretty decent number. So. And you know, if someone wants to get mad over something, that's kind of funny. Also, they did release this as the Decker skin that we're going to get out of this. Pretty neat. I think this is determined by levels. So instead of being XP or what was the other event with Greystone, I think it was just leveling him up, XP with him. And the others I think was just community XP. And so this one is just levels. So the more levels that you gain and help contribute, then the better and the quicker. So I think it's pretty neat. We get a Decker skin out of it. So thanks guys for checking this video out. Hopefully it was at least somewhat insightful and can help you out with a cool Sparrow crit build. It does work better than I was able to show off. Generally the crits hit for a little over 500 by the time the games generally end. And if you go with the damage build, of course, it's a little differently. You're not critting as much, you're getting more base damage out of it. Or if you go with an attack speed deck where you prioritize attack speed over crit, then you don't hit quite as hard, but you hit faster. So you're a lot of trade-off and balancing going on. So I don't really recommend focusing on attack speed because of the fact that I think as a crit build, she's a little bit more powerful than just the speed. So just something to keep in mind if you decide to go that route. Of course, always play around with different builds and see what suits your particular needs. But hopefully this will get you started if you're looking for something neat to play. So thanks guys for checking out the video. If you liked it, please hit that like button. Please check out the Paragon playlist if you'd like to see more characters and builds that I've been working on. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Gray Fox out.